I read her text under the glow of the dressing room light. No greeting, no emotion. Just, "Please don't wear your uniform to our wedding. Don't disgrace me. Please." Two pleases, a contradiction in the same breath. Disgrace and desperation dressed up as etiquette. I stared at the words, didn't reply, didn't blink, just scrolled back to the last time she said please. 7 months ago, 3 a.m. A whispered apology, mascara streaked down her cheek. Please, it didn't mean anything. But betrayal always means something. She called it closure. I called it rehearsal. I looked in the mirror. White dress uniform, pressed and immaculate. 4 stars on my shoulder. Gold stripes carved in service. Wounds hidden under fabric. Scars shaped like her name. And behind me, through the half-cracked door, I heard the orchestra swell. Chairs creaked, voices hushed. The ceremony had begun, and I walked out. Straight into the aisle, into the hush, into the lie. She flinched when she saw me. Only for a second, but I saw it. The same look she gave when she came home late last September, hair damp from a shower at a friend's. The same smell, wood smoke and men's cologne, clung to her collar. I wanted to believe her then, wanted to believe the guilt in her eyes was remorse, not calculation. But doubt nests in silence, and silence had been our language for weeks. She stopped asking about my deployments, stopped calling me love, stopped reaching for my hand in the dark. Instead, she gave me these little gestures, half smiles, deflections, and the word tired. Tired of what? Of pretending? I looked at her on that altar, white dress, trembling hands, mouth forming a perfect smile for the guests. But not for me. Never for me. I didn't confront her then. Not after the shower. Not after the slip. I observed. Watched her thumb twitch when she lied. Watched her pause when I said his name, her coworker, the one with the broken marriage and the laugh that lingered too long in her inbox. So I started to collect, not evidence, truth. A synced backup of her phone, encrypted email access, camera footage from the driveway, her calendar entries, and finally, a message. I told him not to wear the uniform. He'll ruin everything. Sent 3 days before the wedding. To him. A reply? If he shows up in white, he's still yours on paper, not in her heart. I read that line twice, then once more, then printed it, slipped it inside my coat pocket right under my ribbons, and waited. The proof arrived a day before the ceremony. Couriered envelope, DNA test, confirming what I feared. Our daughter wasn't mine. Not by blood, not by name, just by memory. The nights I sang her to sleep, the morning she called me daddy with a voice like home. All of it, false paternity, by omission. She knew, for 3 years, and still tucked her into my arms like nothing mattered. I stood in the hallway before the ceremony, handed her the envelope, didn't say a word. She opened it, color drained, lip quivered. Still, she tried to speak. "Let me—" I raised a finger. Silence. Command. Her mother's face paled beside her. The officiant cleared his throat. I watched the guests fidget in their seats, but not the men behind me. Not the 200 in uniform. Not the ones who saluted as I stepped forward. Admiral on deck, and the crowd rose in perfect silence. Except her. She didn't move, didn't even blink. Because blood doesn't salute. I didn't call off the wedding, didn't storm out, didn't yell. I stood beside her, took her hand, watched her fingers tremble in mine. And then, when the priest asked, "Do you take this woman?" I smiled, leaned in close, so only she could hear it. I just needed the perfect audience. Then I turned, walked down the aisle, alone, unhurried, 4 stars catching sunlight. She called my name, once, then again, but I never looked back. Instead, I handed the envelope to her father, her real father, sitting 3rd row, clueless, grinning, until he opened it, until he saw his mistake in writing. The look on his face, worth every second. I didn't keep the ring, didn't keep the house, but I kept my name, and the truth. She lost everything in that moment, not just the ceremony. She lost the lie she built, the image, the control. And I walked out not disgraced, but decorated. I walked out knowing every salute behind me came from men who bled with me, not for me, but with me. She texted me once after that, just a single word. Why? I didn't reply, because she already knew. And if she didn't, that was the final punishment. Let her wonder. Let her rot in silence. I wear white in war and peace, and this was both.